Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kayla, and here on YouTube I am a tarot reader, I am a medium, and I also bring my subconscious mind coaching work here to YouTube with my little Let's Talk series. It's where I kind of dive into some topics that come up in my life that I'm working through with my clients, just topics I think we need to talk more about. So feel free to join the discussion over on those videos. But today, you guys picked a good one. I'm doing an all signs reading. I haven't done one of these in a really long time. I haven't felt called to, but it's also because they are very detailed, extensive, jam-packed readings, and it's for all 12 signs. So you get to tune into your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign, and Venus as well. So make sure that you check all those, do your natal chart, find out, and make sure that you listen to all of them. I feel like they are all going to commingle and be very impactful. The order you listen to them doesn't matter, but what does matter is that you know that this is timeless. So whenever you click on this video, you are meant to hear all of the messages that are coming through. And this is all about what is one of the biggest shifts that your sign is going to experience, and how can you find support and be supported through this shift, this new awareness, this understanding. So they're gonna be big. Sorry, I think my cat's about to get himself stuck in the window, so I wanted to leave them open. It's a really nice day, but I'll fix that in a second. At any rate, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm really looking forward to this. These are thick, detailed readings. There's a lot of oracle cards, and each individual sign got its own tarot deck. So you guys are connecting with a very specific energy with regards to your tarot reading as well. So I'm not gonna wait any longer. The timestamps are down below, so you guys just make sure you look at your sun, moon, and rising signs, and also your Venus. And if you don't know those, I would highly recommend going and getting your natal chart done. There's tons of free apps online where you can do it. However, I will plug one of my absolute best friends. She is insane. She's an amazing astrologer, and she not only can do the whole chart thing for you, but she can give you such an in-depth, beautiful, detailed understanding. So her name is Lara. You can find her at Third Eye Theory. I believe that's just on Instagram, but I'll link that stuff down below if you feel called to link up to her, get to know her, and just understand your natal chart a little bit better. It gives you such beautiful insight. But without further ado, I will go ahead and just jump straight into Aries, straight into the beginning of the Zodiac, and you guys can just sit back, relax, and soak all of this in. It's going to be long, it's going to be detailed, so grab yourself a cup of something, maybe a snack, and I'll see you in a second. All right, welcome Aries to your reading. This is all about the biggest shift that you are going to be experiencing, either like while you're watching this, or like kind of right after, or maybe the one that, like I said, like you're kind of already in the middle of. But you guys have a real nice thick stack here. And you're also tuned into, I'll pull it up, the Cosmic Visions Tarot. So this is the tarot deck that we're going to be utilizing once we do a couple of the oracle cards, but I will get into that shortly. So the first card that came up for you guys, oops, see, I told you it's a stack. The first card that came up for you guys is your body has an amazing capacity to correct itself. Your body has an amazing capacity to correct itself. And over here we also have, I am at home in my body. It is my haven and my comfort. So a big thing that you guys might be shifting through right now is some sort of body dysmorphia. Maybe you recently underwent a surgery and you're reclaiming and re-getting to know your body. This is something that's really powerful for you guys. So it's something very physical. It's learning something about your physical body, or maybe you were sick for a really long time. Your body has an amazing capacity to correct itself. I am at home in my body. It is my haven and my comfort. So yeah, you guys are really just getting to know your body better. Maybe you're getting into like a better eating habit, workout habit, whatever it is, but you're just more in tune with your physical self. So this transformation has a lot to do with your personal physicality, right? So let's just go a little bit deeper. Ooh, The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So whatever type of transition you guys are going through, like, it's really big. This is a big shift. You guys are seeing yourselves in a light that you've never seen before. Something has happened that has really pushed you over the edge. It's cracked you open. You are unfolding, and fortunately, I feel leaning into it. I feel a lot of like self-love coming through for you guys, a lot of understanding and compassion for yourself, and I'm really proud of you. I feel like that's not an easy thing. I feel like this is something that that's been really hard for you guys. Specifically, whatever this is, like however this is pertaining to you, this has been a very difficult thing for you to connect with and work through and to be at this point in. So I want to say how proud I am, and if you have a grandmother that's passed, she is extremely proud of you. She's extremely proud of you. There's a lot of compassionate, maternal, hereditary energy here. So you guys are also probably working through some deep-rooted shit within your maternal lineage. So the things that you're doing when you're taking actions with regards to self-compassion, you are breaking generational like curses and traumas. So just hold yourself in even more compassion, work with some rose quartz. Like, you guys are doing an amazing job, and I feel like this could be a very emotional time for you. So just like have a moment of pride for yourself, please. Because it's really important. And we have a crystal that is going to be good for you guys to work with during this transition, during this shift. This is a piece of your support system. It is aquamarine. Oh, I love that. Number 7. So we have a lot of angel guidance, divine messages, a lot of calm and cooling. Aquamarine is also very like psychic stone too. So if this is something that's been coming up for you guys that you've been wanting to hone back in on or tune into, aquamarine is going to be a great vessel for you to help you with channeling, to help you with any sort of psychic work that you want to dive into. But it's going to keep you very calm and cool and collected. There is a lot of metaphysical properties with aquamarine, so I highly recommend that you guys just look into having a piece of it, whether you wear it or whether you just like have a chunk to work with. This is potent, especially for Aries, because, you know, you guys are a fire sign, right? And I know I'm an Aries moon, so I know the stubbornness and the roughness that can come from our fire. Sometimes it just needs a little cooling, you know, and I think that you guys are doing a really good job of that. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the tarot now that we have an idea of what's kind of coming up for you guys right now. So this shift is a lot about physical embodiment and compassion, and like embodiment of self, really trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, and knowing that all these things that have happened to you recently are happening for you, and it's cracking you open in the most beautiful way. So any protective guides or guides of the highest good who want to come through for Aries right now? Yeah, perspective shift, big time perspective shift. Lots of self-patience. Patience with self, I should say. Okay. Yeah. Your divine feminine, your high priestess, your connection to yourself in a very sensual and feminine way is starting to break through, and you're having a different way of viewing it. I feel like you might have gone through a period where you felt like the only way to really be in touch with your divine feminine or like yourself, and this goes for guys too, you know, like your sensuality, your sexuality, like this is accurate for men and women. It's accurate for everyone. This is just really talking about the divine feminine aspect of self, that sacred sensuality and sexuality. I feel like part of you felt like you had to be like constantly showing yourself off in order to be very strong and empowered by your physical being, but that's not the case. I think you're just really understanding what it feels like to honor that inner fire, to honor that, you know, inner feminine beauty, and like no matter how you choose to express it, it's fine. I just feel like you've come to a place of really balanced understanding of how you want to show up and how you feel about yourself, right? So, I mean, that's really beautiful. Four of Wands, yeah, you guys, this is something to be celebrated. You know, don't take it lightly. Like, be proud of yourself and let other people, like, show you, like, how proud they are of you, too. I think that it's been a long time coming, like, you learning how to honor yourself and your body and, like, celebrating that with other people, celebrating that with your partner, your partners, your closest friends. There's a huge spiritual rebirth happening amongst all of this too, guys. Reclaiming, like, your sacredness literally, like, is your birthright. So I feel like dancing, some kind of retreat, some kind of spiritual retreat, doing things that really fill your cup with regards to, yeah, new experiences, guys. New experiences are really helping you build this new self that you've really opened up to and stepped into. And that's what's beautiful about it, is you're realizing your co-creation abilities with the universe, right? So I'm really happy for you guys. I'm really proud of you guys. It feels like a long time coming, and I know that it's felt like a struggle, and that's kind of why you're in this place of having this mantra of, I am at home in my body. It is my haven and my comfort. This is just something that makes you feel really proud. Wow, yep, okay. And that intuition is coming back. So, like, really, this high priestess, sacred psychic energy. I feel like you guys are also readers. I feel like there's a lot of, like, mother energy too. So whether you are a mom, planning on becoming a mom, like, you guys are really tapped into, like, spirit and universal energy because of that. Like, you've done a lot of womb healing, and you're starting to understand your body in ways that you just never have before. And that's really important. That's really good, especially for those of you who are planning on becoming mothers. Your body is the vessel for this spirit to be created. And I think that this is part of the perspective shift that you've had. And this is one of the big things that is being celebrated, is you're really celebrating the power of the divine feminine, who and what you are. And even if you're a guy, this can really have a lot to do with, like, your body being a temple and a vessel, and the fact that, like, your productivity and your work comes from that. And you are literally destined. You're destined for like something really incredible, guys. So by taking better care of yourself, by becoming more, like, conscious and connected with your body, you're fulfilling your destiny. You're doing so much in this lifetime that, like, words can barely express it, but you feel it. And that's what's so important, is you feel it and you are experiencing it, right? So that's really, really, really exciting. That's really exciting. There's one more. Ooh, bottom of the deck is Father of Pentacles. Yeah, so, and I don't think there's any other card that is more like, I am at home in my sacred being than that. To me, at least, because, you know, the Father of Pentacles, it is this earth energy, right? This, like, I think y'all can see that. Really solid earth energy. And bears also being this symbol of, like, home, you know, and protection and family, excuse me. So much coming through right now. So, like, this divine, sacred, psychic energy is really blending and melding with these building blocks of physicality for you guys. So I'm blown away at how beautiful that is. It's really exciting. And we have a bunch more oracle cards, so we're going to go ahead and dive into it. This one in particular is some sort of medicine that you guys need right now. And I'm going to pull the guidebook on this one because I know that it's a little bit more in depth. But you have prana reversed. So let's talk about that, okay? Let's find out what that's all about. And prana, yep, 43. Okay, so the subtle essence of vital life force and breath, flexible and creative. So this is, because it's reversed, let's dive into the medicine and see, like, what this means for you guys right now. Look at your breath and you are looking into your life. Is your breathing shallow, quick, and contained, rather than deep, slow, and expansive? This is what is blocking prana from moving throughout your body. Wow, talk about all the body stuff. Your breath is a signal of how you are feeling, and when you breathe quick and shallow breaths, you are signaling to your body that you are in danger. Simply by breathing more deeply into the belly, you are calming down your nervous system and allowing more positive thoughts to come through. Transform your breath and you will transform your life. And I strongly believe that the more conscious and aware I am of my breathing, how I'm breathing, my breathing patterns, all that fun stuff, stuff changes for me really quick. So I highly recommend you guys tuning in more with that. And we also have a spirit animal for you guys to be connected with and to learn from. This could be a totem or a symbol that shows up for you a lot. So this is just potentially confirmation for you. But it is the cat. Independent. Aries is independent as fuck. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. And it really does, guys. Like, cats are very psychic, very intuitive. So if you have pet cats, spending more time with them, even if you're not necessarily drawn to cats, just seeing them more frequently or noticing them more frequently will just be a sign that your intuition is really heightening and you're like working strongly with it. So there's that for you. I'm also noticing a lot of blues. So again, like a big message for you guys is coming from a place of calm, really inviting and asking for coolness and calmness into your life. So whatever practices you have that will help you with that, especially if it's a meditative practice and you can add breath work into it, that's going to be very healing and very transformative and supportive for you during this shift. And we have release rigidity, Valerian. How many times can you be told to calm your tits? Yeah, just calming down. Valerian, this card in particular does. It talks about like, and again with the cat. You guys have cats as a spirit guide, I think. This is just like an animal that's very potent for you. Speaking of cats, hey, you, cut it out. Get out of here. Go away. Chase your mouse. My cats are being nosy right now. So, at any rate, Valerian is all about like cat and mouse. It's all about chilling, being really strong, calm, cool, and collected within yourself, releasing that rigidity. Just let it go, practicing letting go. It's very powerful. And I also pulled this card with the question of what type of sign, planet, or element, which one of these energies is going to be impactful for you and very supportive for and of you during this transition, and it is Scorpio. So if you guys have a Scorpio friend in your life, know that you can lean on them, connect with them during this transition. And this is also a message to really lean into your like death and rebirth, the depth, the deepness of your transformation and how far it goes and how far it goes back. I would also look and see if you have any Scorpio in your chart that could be pointing towards some particular transformations happening for you at this time. So overall, guys, and we have the number 8, so just like infinite possibilities, abundance. Like whenever you guys watch this, you're in a really good spot. You're in a very powerful transition, but you are so supported because you've done the work and you have such a good team around you. So there's really nothing to worry about, you know? You're good, you're doing really, really well, and it's exciting. It's an exciting shift, and I think that the more you lean into your like sacred, divine feminine, the more that you lean on the support system around you and just work on letting go, releasing, keeping a cool head, this perspective shift, this paradigm shift is really going to settle in as your new reality, and you're gonna be freaking solid. So I hope that this reaches you guys well. Please give the video a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel and supports me in bringing more content to you guys and getting these messages to who needs to hear them. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Go ahead, and I think that's pretty much it. But I deeply appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next video. All right, Taurus, this is your guys' reading for whatever types of shifts that you are experiencing or going through or potentially about to go through. And it's also all about the different forms of support that you guys will receive right now. So there's a lot. As you can probably see, there is a huge stack here. So we're going to go ahead and just get right into it. The first mantra or message for you right off the bat is, don't resist the process of change. And I think that that's very fitting for you guys. Because I know how like beautifully sure of yourself you are, and I think that this translates to stubbornness sometimes. And I think that sometimes when these changes occur, you know, you might be a little resistant to it and not necessarily like immediately lean in, right? We also have, my body shifts effortlessly at the physical level. I am mastering the change I desire. So I think that that's a big message coming through for you guys, is like how important it is for you guys to understand that you can master your movement through this shift, through this change, and your body works simultaneously with you throughout all of that. So it's something to just honor and take into account, but I feel like we need to leave this one up and open for you guys. Don't resist the process of change. It is a process too. We also have, your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So I think that like part of the shift that's happening for you guys right now is this shift into conscious awareness of the fact that you get to create your life, you get to co-create your life, and you're manifesting something way bigger than you ever have before. So I think that the more like creative accountability that you take, the more projects you kind of take on or lean into right now is really, really, really important for you right now. Just a lot of creation, really leaning into your creativity. And I feel like this might be something that is newer to you. I think you've always known that you're an artist in some way, shape, or form, but I think that really stepping into your artistry, whatever form that's taking for you, is kind of new. So just, you know, keep leaning into it. And we also have a crystal that's going to be a really good support for you right now, a good piece to be working with. Ooh, Apache Tears. Okay, so a few things about this. First of all, we have the number 5 in the deck. So this is like challenges, growth, you know, manifestations, all of these fun things. But Apache Tears are very profound pieces. And I'll actually pull the book on this one and dive into this a little bit. But for you guys, you know, this is a very grounding stone. So you're already very connected to the earth, right? You're an earth sign. But I think the thing is this has a lot to do with like emotional release and transmutation. And I'm going to pull the book. We're going to go a little bit deeper into this one. But this is a really spiritual stone for you guys to be working with, especially right now if you're feeling called to a lot of like creativity. Creativity asks emotional investment from you, right? Like you can't create from an emotionless place, like, and I shouldn't say can't, but it doesn't have the same effect. Do you know what I mean? So the first thing that comes up is letting go of grief, recovering from the past, releasing pain so old wounds heal. You guys have gone through a lot, and I think part of this process of change is going through some deeper emotional healing and learning how to transmute that energy, learning how to move through it, allow it to move through you, and transmute it into something, whether it's teaching other people, whether it's your practice, whether it's the art you're creating. Like, use what you've experienced and transmute it into your art. Let it be the process of change so that you now have a better understanding of what the change is. So it's like, okay, like I can utilize these things to move through this space and create something, right? That's really huge. And I feel like you guys need this one before we go into the tarot. Let's see, here we go. So this is just like more like medicine and understanding of where you're at right now. We have Buddha reversed. All right, so let's look up and see. Let's see what this means. What you need to be paying attention to noticing, calling upon. Oop, passed it. One who is aware. All right, so the medicine here. We live in a glitzy world where it's easy to become caught up in things, possessions, appearances, money, relationships. While these things are not inherently bad, as nothing is, they often inhibit us from remembering our own truth, who we are without these things. Find a tree and spend some time meditating beneath its earthly wisdom. Let her branches speak to you the truth that your mind is overlooking. Envision what your life would be without these things, and let go of those that are holding you back. All is temporary except your soul. So I think that, like, something that you guys might be kind of struggling with regards to this change or this shift that's happening in your reality is, like, how potentially, like, how you make a living with this, right? I think that some of you are really concerned with, like, well, I'm doing this thing and I'm making these shifts, and maybe it really is with regards to your work, right? Like, how do I make this part of what I do? Or maybe, you know, maybe it's not, but I get a strong feeling that you guys are making a really big shift with, like, how you show up in the world and how you're serving in the world. And, like, the universe is just calling you to pour into your own personal healing so that that can be transmuted into what you're doing. And let go of, like, the work aspect, right? Like, let go of the money and all that stuff. Like, all you have to do is focus on you and, like, allow the change, and it's going to happen. So we're going to get into your tarot. You guys connected with the dreams of Gaia. Tarot, Monica, I know. I already know. But for you guys, let's see what's coming up with regards to these shifts, with regards to these changes, what you need to know, what you need to hear, allowing any benevolent beings who are of the highest good for you. Okay. Yeah, so just going with the flow a little bit more. I feel like this isn't something that's necessarily difficult for you guys, but it's something that you're learning how to master, like really truly mastering your emotions and moving through them, working with them, really seeing them and understanding them for what they are and not necessarily getting, like, dragged by them. Ooh, yeah, celebrate yourself more. A big thing that's coming up for you guys is, like, that's kind of the space, that's, like, the imbalance here, right, that I'm noticing is, like, I think you guys sometimes forget how to celebrate yourself, how to really see yourself as, like, the hero in your own story, the sunshine in your own life. Like, you don't need to look outside of yourself for any of these things. You just have to remember who you are and celebrate that. And I think that that's something that's going to really create a little bit more of a balance throughout this shifting, because this emotional trauma healing could be, it could be really tough for you guys. And I think the thing that Spirit wants you to keep coming back to is, like, remember that you're the hero of your own story. Really lean into yourself and hug yourself and honor yourself and laugh with yourself and, like, just spend more time with yourself and celebrate you for who you are. You know what I mean? Like, I think that this is something that's really important for you guys. And God, yeah, you're just being told all about your emotions. Emotional mastery is the name of the game for you right now. And you're in the midst of it, okay? You're definitely in the midst of it. There's no, like, victory bells or anything at the moment. This is really a process for you, and it's a deep process. So just be present and accepting of, like, where you're at right now. Don't resist the process, and just know that it's all happening for beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reason. But with this, yeah, just while you're working through this and moving through it, just showing yourself as much compassion as possible. I think you guys might have a tendency to be really hard on yourselves, to really think, like, well, this is where I need to be at right now, and this is what I need to be producing, and I need to be figuring out all of this stuff. There's nothing to be figured out. You guys just have to allow yourselves to move through this process and let go of all this other stuff. Clearly, that's why this is reversed. So just be patient with yourself, honor yourself, It's going to be okay. Understand that right now you're learning how to truly master and understand your emotions, your emotional well-being. This is something that you're going to be able to bring and teach to other people, but you can't do it unless you actually do it yourself first. So frickin' focus on yourself. Okay? Ah, yes. Yeah. And like potentially like having or hiring a mentor, or just tuning into more of like your spirit guides, paying more attention to your animal guides, like whatever the case may be, whatever it is for you. Like you have a lot of spiritual wisdom around you and spiritual people around you, so tune into that support system is kind of what I'm getting. That's going to be a very helpful support system for you. And like the real world stuff, you have people there in place for it. You're really grounded in that space, so you get it, but you need to lean more on your spiritual support. So now another thing that we have for you guys is your spirit animal. So this is an animal that could potentially show up for you guys a lot. You could already be connected to it as a totem animal, and there's some sort of like support or medicine here, and this could also just be a confirmation for you upon seeing it. But we have squirrel, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Hello. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. And like, again, a lot of earth energy, guys. Like preparation, like you're good. You know how this works. Like this is not anything to be worried or concerned about. I think just because it's a little bit of a newer space that you're just like, but no, like you're fine. You understand what the work entails. You know what you're getting yourself into. You know that you're going to be okay. And the plant support we have for you guys is mugwort, between dreams. Ooh. So if you're into herbalism at all, I would highly recommend looking into the spiritual properties of mugwort. But right off the bat, dream work. Dream work is going to be important for you. Symbolism, really diving into the symbolic meaning of things, you know, like allowing yourself to find freedom in your spirituality. Not necessarily like learning about what something means and then being dogmatic about it, but more so like really finding freedom within like your ability to learn about more stuff. And again, like dream work is going to be kind of important for you during this time. And another form of support that I asked for is either a zodiac sign, an element, or like a planetary energy. So you guys got the moon. So working with the moon cycles, lunar cycles, and this is really important with regards to all this emotional stuff. So take note of what emotional waves you're kind of riding throughout the moon cycles. Really tap into that divine feminine, like high priestess energy. Again, this like spiritual feminine energy. There's a fuck ton of blues here. So I'm really like throat chakra work is going to be huge for you. Lots of throat chakra work. Okay, like throat chakra healing, throat chakra meditations, like eating freaking blue things, like surrounding yourself with the color blue is going to be really powerful for you. And I know, again, I'm seeing the number 5. So this is a growth period. This is challenging, but the challenges are what change you. Don't resist it. Don't resist the process. It's going to be, and like feathers too. So like seeing feathers is something that could already be really important to you, but just noticing that like when they come up and when you see them, it's just another confirmation of like you're totally on the right path, right place, right time, like everything's going great. And for some of you, aura quartz, an aura quartz bracelet could also be really helpful too. I think angel aura quartz more specifically, but that could be a bracelet that'll be really helpful for you just with regards to emotional support and also tapping into your like spirituality and your spiritual guides. But that is what I have for you, Taurus. I hope this reaches you guys well. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you want to support me and my channel, and make sure you're subscribed so that you keep getting readings and the new Let's Talk series. But other than that, just please feel free to share this with anyone who you feel like needs to hear the messages. And I'm really grateful that you guys took some time to tune in, and I will catch you in the next video. All right, Gemini, welcome to your guys' very in-depth reading about whatever shift or transition you're going through and some support around this that you can look for or ask for and expect. So the first thing, and I love that this card came out for you guys because I just feel like it embodies your energy so well with the twins or the duality. I am becoming wisdom. I am becoming wisdom. So something about like your innate knowing is really coming into play, right? That plus like the concept of wisdom and like thoughts and you being an air sign it's all very, very, very interconnected. Wisdom isn't something you learn, it's something you become, a well-known Indian adage. So I think that a big lesson here is like understanding that your experiences are a really big part of your learning, right? So becoming is embodying, is physicality. I feel like your understanding of wisdom is really shifting. So with regards to maybe like going back to school or learning things in a lot of different ways, I think you guys are starting to understand that, like, you know, how do I put this? Like, it's not all just about like smarts, right? It's not all just about thoughts. It has a lot to do with the becoming, the process. And I think you're in a space of transition and learning and understanding that. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Yeah, so I think you guys really are learning how to embody your growth and your change. I think a lot of times you're very much so like in your headspace about things, thinking through things a lot, planning things a lot, but you're starting to realize how you can physically actually take action to manifest your best self, your best life, like your personal heaven on earth. So let's go ahead and see. Oh, yes. I love this. I don't look at the cards when I put them in the stack, so it's really neat to see this come out. But a great crystal for you guys to be working with right now is carnelian. This makes perfect sense. Carnelian is all about the root chakra. It is about being. It is about belonging. It is about creativity and fire energy. Like, carnelian is such an amazing stone, and I couldn't imagine a better piece for you guys right now with regards to actualizing and taking action steps. We also have the number 14, which could be prevalent for you. So whatever month you're watching this, the 14th could be important. The 14th could be your birthday, could be a lucky number, but also 1 + 4 being 5, 5 being the number of like transformation, growth, expansion, challenges. This could be just a challenge for you in general, is to understand that like this becoming wisdom, this bringing your ideas and concepts out into the world and making things actually happen is kind of new for you. So we're going to go ahead and go a little deeper. We have the Spiritsong Tarot here for you guys, and we're just going to gain some, more details and deeper understanding of this process, this shift that's happening for you. Okay. Right off the bat, we have King of Crystals. So we have courage and commitment. I feel like, let's see. Let me think about this for a second. I believe the crystals are wands. Yes. Yes? Question mark? Yeah. So the crystals are wands. King of Wands is... And the tigers are coming up for almost everyone so far, I think. The tiger has been in almost every sign reading so far. So this has a lot to do with, like it says, courage, a lot of self-mastery, commitment to, like, specifically to your goals, Gemini. I feel like you guys just have a lot that you want to be making and creating and doing, and it's time to get out of your head and take action on it and get very committed to something. Take the leap of faith, get committed to creating what it is that you want to create. Hello. Wow, yeah, okay. There's a lot of co-creation happening too. So whatever it is, we have collaboration and productivity, and three of, okay, wait a second, really? Is that what this is? No, the crystals are pentacles. That's why I'm sitting here like, wait a second. Crystals are pentacles. This deck's a little confusing, right? And then feathers are swords. Yep, shells are cups.
And then what is, okay, so the acorns or wands. We're going to backtrack a little bit, and because this is one of those decks that, because it has the difference in meanings, it's a little confusing. But at any rate, with this courage and commitment, it is a very earthly energy, right? So again, like bringing things down into reality. Three of crystals or three of pentacles really standing for like that productivity, that collaboration, that group mindset, like hive mentality, you know what I mean? There's a lot that you're creating during this shift and this transition, and you're really ready to like bring something to life is what I'm getting. Here we go. So we have Page of Wands, Page of Acorns, discovery and enthusiasm. So I think you guys are getting very clear on like what these things are, what type of things light you up or get you excited. And I think that this isn't necessarily new for you, but it's kind of like a rediscovery. Because I think you've been in your head for so long about things and not allowing yourself to actualize that, like, the potential for something to come from whatever sort of, like, I don't know, I feel like you guys were just doubting yourselves for so long. Like, you were really doubting your ability to do something or make something happen. Yeah. But that's kind of over now. So we have Five of Feathers or Five of Swords, a strategy and resilience. So you really are being called to get a lot of clarity on discovering like what your passions are, what this project is, what you're committing to, and what you're creating. This could be a lot of different things, right? So creating heaven on earth, you need to really tap into what that means for you. This could be a job thing. This could be like a community group project. This could be a family thing, you know? You're just being asked to really commit to a concept or idea and see it through, flesh it out, and like work with other people on it. Okay. Really being trusting and strong in your intuition. We also have making choices and like this synergy, right? So knowing that there's going to be a lot of like choices that need to be made. Ooh, yeah, and you guys got the Tower too. So something is going to really, really shift in your reality very soon. There's just going to be like the rugs being pulled out type of thing, or just a new energetic understanding of something. But you guys are coming into a space where like some decisions are going to be made. You're going to have a lot of clarity on the drive forward, how you can work with other people, and just consistently working in a synergistic way with the world around you, really co-creating this reality. So we're going to go ahead and dive into a little bit of medicine for you guys, for wherever you're at, a little bit of support. We have Manipura, but it is reversed. So let's see what is coming through from that. I believe that's the term for the solar plexus. And this is just going to be talking about like a lot of building up your self-confidence, honestly, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, solar plexus. So when this is reversed, it says it's easy to lose sight of who you are when the world is pulling you in a million directions. When solar plexus is low, you feel unsure about what it is you really want. Take some time apart from others, especially those who are trying to direct your path, and figure out who you are outside of everyone else. Explore new topics, read new books, travel new places, immerse yourself in new cultures. It is time for you to unlearn all that you learned so you can become all that you are. And I feel like this has a lot to do with this Tower moment that's happening for you guys, right? There's like, let's say you do decide like, I'm taking a solo trip somewhere, and you just get to have a new experience that really changes the way you thought you wanted to do something. Like, whatever that might be for you, the way you want to structure something, whether it's relationships, whether it's work, doesn't matter what it is, you're just being called to have new experiences that help you understand yourself as best as you can, and really becoming your own and creating your own wisdom. So that's just, I mean, that's pretty straightforward and honestly pretty powerful, I think. And then I pulled this card as like a totem animal for you guys, a spirit guide. This could just be like a confirmation. It could be an animal you're already connected with, or it could be an animal you start seeing a lot more. just as more confirmation that you're on the right path. But you got the Loon, intuitive. Ooh, and again, with like the High Priestess coming up, I think that's pretty cool. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. So I think that overall, like, you guys are being called to just spend some more time on your own so that you can really hone in on like your personal wants, needs, and desires. And you'll come back to whatever situation it is that you have at hand with this like knowledge and strength in self. And that's the best thing you can do for anybody else, right? Is be very, very strong in yourself. And we also have some plant medicine here for you guys. You got burdock. Tap your resources. So here's the thing. Whatever it is that you need to do for yourself right now, just like do it. You know, if you need to take a little bit of extra money to like, whether it's purchase something for yourself or go somewhere, whatever, like you guys are really being called to pour into yourself right now and create space for you to connect with you is what I'm getting at, because there's a lot of things happening around you and I feel like you can't give your all to any of it because you need some more clarity for yourself right now. And we also pulled a card to see what either sign, element, or planetary energy is going to be supportive for you right now. And you got Sagittarius. So if you guys have a Sag in your life, they're a really good person for you to lean on and to talk to. And their energy is something that's really helpful for you too, because you're in a space of needing to take some more action, right? So we have Carnelian is that root chakra energy. Mono Gemini, so sorry about that. My battery died. So took a little bit of a break, but we're just gonna wrap this up for you guys. The one last thing I wanted to mention that did get cut off is that Sagittarius is literally the sign of the traveler, the explorer. So this really ties in with you guys being called to like go somewhere for yourself, go have experiences, go travel, go do something. So with all of that being said, I hope that this reaches you guys well. Please give the video a big thumbs up. This is a tongue twister, man. It really helps my channel. And if you guys aren't already, please subscribe. That also helps my channel grow and get these messages to who needs to hear them. But I'm just sending you guys all the best, like all of the good vibes, lots of love, and I will catch you in the next video. All right, Cancer, welcome to your reading. This is all about what you guys are shifting and moving through right now, and any and all forms of support that you can have throughout this space. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with a few of these mini oracle cards, and then we'll dive into your tarot. But the first thing you guys have is the soul doesn't judge your desires. It works with who you are and where you are now. I'm gonna read that one again. The soul doesn't judge your desires. It works with who you are and where you are now. I am everything I need. Oh, okay. Right off the bat, this is something that's really important for you guys, because I myself am a Cancer rising. I deal with a lot of codependency issues. And what I'm getting right off the bat from this is that you guys may sometimes like judge yourself for all of the things that you want and crave and desire. But the reality is, like, you're everything you need. You are always everything you need. And we're gonna pull a couple more to talk about the space you're in right now, but I think that this is a big message for you, is really, really feeling that you're everything you could possibly need, and feeling that very strongly. So we also have, star ancestors. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Okay, I'm excited to see what the tarot has to say, because I'm feeling a few different things from this. But right off the bat, if you guys are connected with ancient Egypt in any way, or you've been feeling interested or called to it, just start going. I personally, this is like definitely resonating for me, because Isis, the Eye of Horus, and the Ankh symbol has been really permeating a lot of my existence lately. So hidden secrets, lost wisdom, looking a little deeper. There's more here. There's more here, and we'll get into that in a second. But the crystal that is going to be very supportive and useful for you guys to work with right now is Moonstone. I love the energy of Moonstone so much. Actually, I have a few pieces actually. So this is a piece of black Moonstone that I have, that I work with. This one's for a little deeper, like inner shadow work type of vibes. But Moonstone is a very nurturing stone too, and I know that that's something that's very important to you guys. So throughout this process, Moonstone will help you really tap into your divinity. It will provide you comfort and solace and just like divine mothering and nurturing energy. There's a lot there. Moonstone's going to be a great piece for you to work with. Great stone for you to work with. And we're going to go ahead and tap into the tarot for you guys. You guys got the Ethereal Visions Tarot as the energy that you're connecting with and working with right now with regards to whatever's coming up for you. So let's go ahead and dig in, and we're going to find out. Especially with these, like, this looking deeper, hidden secrets, lots of intuitive energy, trusting that you're everything that you need. Who fell out here? Okay. I was told to read the reversals, so here we go. We have Death reversed and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Is that all the ones that fell? Yeah. Okay, so there's something new right around the corner for you. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time, guys. You have some sort of like understanding around money or work, finances, career, your living situation that still has to change. Wow. Yeah, okay. You're really being called to, like, your artistic self. You're being called to spend more time with your artistic self is what I'm getting. I think that there's been a lot out of balance for you guys lately, and you've really been kind of trying too hard, honestly, is what I'm getting. So you're being asked to get back to your spirituality, get back to your artistic self. Moonstone's going to help you really tap into that. She's a wonderful, wonderful energy to work with. But yeah, with the well, you guys, this is like really tapping and tuning into your spirituality, your divinity, your creativity, and allowing that to be like a resource for you, right? So this shift that you're going through right now has something to do with like an understanding of how the physical world works around you. I think it's really easy for y'all to get overwhelmed by the real world stuff because you're really good with being in the emotional, spiritual space, but more is being asked of you. So I think that that's also why you're getting this like reminder to come home to self, reminder to pull from your own well, and to still continue to dig deep and like learn and connect with spirituality, your star ancestors, like this lost wisdom. And I think there's something to be gained there in order for you to make this shift happen. Can I please have some clarity? Okay, so here's the good news, is that you guys you're done listening to what everyone else has to say about this, right? Like, you know and understand that you need to make a change and a shift with regards to your perceptions and understandings of something, specifically with regards to like money, home, finances, work, career, like living situation. There's still something else that you have to dig a little deeper there on, but you're done listening to everybody else. So that's super, super important. It's very healing for you, and you're going to move through this so quickly, Cancer. Like, you're going to move through this really quickly, and I feel like this is just something that's going to be coming to light in the very near future, something you're just going to understand a little bit better, but something's going to happen for you where you're really going to to gain a lot of clarity on how to shift through this. And like what I'm getting is that, again, being the center of your own happiness, not putting your happiness on someone or something else, or like, oh, I'll be happy when I have this, or I'll be happy when things are this way. Like, no, you are everything you need right now. And that's something that you just need to be more present with and focused on. Don't put your happiness in anyone or anything else's hands. Because I know y'all codependent. Work on that, you know, really work on that. And we have Six of Swords, which is great. That's beautiful. I love that. I'm really happy you guys got that. And we have King of Pentacles on the bottom. So this is really strong energy, guys, okay? You are moving through this. It is happening. These shifts are happening quickly, and you're coming out on top. You're coming out very abundant and strong and clear and functional and focused. So really tying in all of the energy of like the water and the earth and the thoughts and the fires and all the things. You guys are moving through all the things really beautifully. We do have a little bit of medicine here with this oracle card, and you guys received Kriya reversed. Okay, so let's dive into Kriya and what the reversal of this card means. We have K. Can I get a K? Yep, 21. Wow. Yep, love that. So Kriya, effortless flow, and this has to do with spirituality as well, so this is important for you guys. Things may feel a little tough right now. Perhaps doors seem to be closing or even slamming in your face. Plans you depended on may be falling apart, and each day may feel like a giant obstacle. This is the universe telling you that you are not living in alignment with your Dharma role. Allow extra time for meditation. What is your soul trying to speak to you? What are the things you used to love that you don't practice anymore? How can you live your life more authentically? Is your career embodying your mission on this planet? Are your relationships true to who you are on a deeper soul level? Disasters happen as reminders that we are not on the path toward our highest self. It's time to take a greater look over the steering wheel of your life and shift directions toward your truth. I feel like you guys really do need to get back into like a deeper meditative practice. Because the thing is like, things are going to keep happening for you, and it'll feel like a to you type of situation if you don't get really clear on like who you are and what you want and need and live in alignment with that, right? So like, what is your day-to-day life looking like right now, and how do you feel about it? What would you like to change? What would you like to look and feel different? And that's with regards to everything in your life, you know what I mean? So look at all the facets and really sit down and pay attention to that and get very clear and sit with yourself, right? We have a spirit animal here that's going to be supportive for you, or a confirmation for you. This could be a totem animal that just starts showing up a lot, but at the end of the day, is someone for you to connect with. Raccoon, inventor. Decide on what you really want. Jesus fuck. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and you can juggle them well. So that's fucking funny. Yeah, decide on what you really want. You know how you can go about getting it, but don't like be sneaky or foolish about it, you know, like practice integrity and you know, walk away from things that don't serve you, or have the tough conversations. You know, Cancer is very non-confrontational, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes it fucks you guys up a little bit. So we also have some plant medicine that is here to be supportive for you, and you guys received elderberry. Cyclicality, and what I love about this card in particular is how much it tunes into the cycles of life, the cycles of nature, you know, and the different states and ways of being. You're just in a cycle right now. You're in a tough part of a cycle, and like, it's gonna be good for you to assess like Do you feel like you're in a winter? Do you feel like you're in a spring or a fall or a summer? And really assessing like the different aspects of your life on their seasons and kind of getting some clarity around where you're at. You know what I mean? And like, okay, do I actually have to take action on this right now, or am I in a winter season? Can this just kind of sit and wait? What actually do I need to take action on and focus on? These are questions that you're going to have to ask yourself, but just honoring the cycles of your life and your being, right? That's going to be really powerful for you. And elderberry is just, it's a very potent plant as well. It's a very, very helpful plant. And I also asked for either a sign, a planetary energy, or an element that is going to be supportive of you as well during this time, and you received Neptune. So Neptune is the planet of depth, right? We have, it's like the no holds barred, like you're going deep into some stuff, right? Moonstone and like these ancestors and the well kind of denotes that too. Just the fact that this isn't like surface level stuff, you guys are going deep, deep into the meanings and understandings of things, especially with all of the water energy and your emotions. So your emotions are a very strong and important part of you, but do your best to not let yourself get swept away by them, right? So coming back to this space of knowing that you are everything you need and just pulling from your own well, right? Diving into the things that fill your cup and make you feel good is going to be really important for you too. So I hope that this reaches you guys well. Please give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Both of those things really, really help my channel grow and help these messages get to wherever they need to get to. So I'm sending you guys a lot of love. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next video. All right, Leos, welcome to your reading. This is all about what you're moving through right now. You know, what kind of like growth and change you're experiencing, what kind of shift, and all the different ways that you can be supported during this time. So we're going to go ahead and get started with a few of these oracle cards. And your first card is I am free from limitations. Don't we love that for a Leo? Like attracts like, love awakens the soul. I think you guys, what's happening here? I think you guys are finding freedom and love, which is maybe something that you didn't expect or anticipate or really fully think possible. But that seems to be a feeling that's transpiring. So let's go ahead and go a little bit deeper, but I already really love those mantras for you. We have Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? Okay. Interesting. I'm actually going to switch up the order really quick, because I was doing it in the same order for everyone, but I feel like you guys need this one next. Kapha. Interesting. So let's go ahead and pull the book on that one and get a deeper understanding. Oh, did I? No. This is with Ayurveda. Okay. The earthy dosha, grounding, nurturing, and heavy. You are grounded into Earth's energy and carry its subtle calmness, which makes others naturally gravitate toward you. You bring peace, understanding, and comfort to your community and are the shoulder anyone can lean on. You embody Earth's wisdom and are anchored to her vast life force. You may have created a life or are envisioning one that will bring you great contentment and stability, a true home surrounded by people you love. You do not need to search for more. The deepest peace you will find is where you are. Just remember never to become too attached to anything, because all is temporary. I really love that for you guys. I feel like you might have some earth in your chart as well, so probably Taurus or Capricorn or Virgo, but I feel like you guys are really leaning into a very interesting space in your life. I think that with, you know, with Leos, the negative connotations with you guys is sometimes like being very self-centered, right? But you guys are centered in self. There's a difference. I think you're really awakening to your truest potential, like who you are, who you be, and you're leaning into the open vastness of love and the connections you're making, and being very social and connected with a great community and being a support system. And you're being called to journey somewhere in a couple of different ways. Number one, where are you being called to journey to? So really sit with that for a while and see what comes up for you. But I think that like you're being called to be part of some things that are way bigger than yourself, like a community, you know? I think you guys are really being asked to help build a community, be part of a community. And this is really beautiful and exciting. But we're also going to go ahead and get a crystal for you guys that's going to be very supportive and helpful during this time. And you got lapis lazuli. Oh, okay. Number 30. So, you know, the number 3 denotes like a lot of celebration, a lot of collaborative work, which is really exciting. But 30 is a big number too. You could be turning 30. You know, the 30th of whatever month you're watching this could be prominent, but overall I'm getting a lot of feelings around speaking, a lot of feelings around like being, you know, a master at your craft, about having a lot of clarity about what it is that you do and provide. This stone's going to be very, very helpful for you connecting with your psychic abilities and with your ability to really tune into, listen and communicate with other people, because there's a lot of group energy that's coming through here. So we're going to go ahead and get into your tarot and dive deeper into this. But I do already have strong feelings that you guys are being called to do a lot more. And this is part of the shift you're going through. Let's talk about the Devil card. Why is this showing up? What are we gaining from? What kind of addictions or toxic cycles are we working through and ending? Okay, so acceptance. Okay. There is some sort of like victory over your own like internal BS. I think that you've done a lot of self-sabotaging, and you've understood what a bad toxic cycle that is, and you're realizing that you are being called to do so much more. You're really being called to lean into love and compassion and like centered in selfness, and just giving a lot more to the collective. So I think that this whole like self-sabotage thing, like breaking your own heart and harming yourself in some way, shape, or form, like there's victory over that that's happening, right? Like you've worked long and hard, and you're going to be like really rewarded for that. I think that things just aren't happening at the rate that you would like them to. You being Leo, the sun sign, the exuberance, the joy, it's probably tough for you to be in this space, to be experiencing these feelings. So you're just being called to really lean into them right now, honestly. And we have 9 of Cups. So by doing that, you're going to gain everything in your freaking wildest dreams, guys. So just hold tight, stay strong, keep moving through it. You've got to have some Taurus in your chart. Again, Monica, I'm just freaking cracking up. Wow. Yeah, I'm also getting like the lemons are pretty important. So citrus, or you might have a lemon tree, or you might want to be doing more farming or like sustainable living type of thing. But yeah, Queen of Pentacles energy, man, is like strong here. I really, really love that for you guys. Just like earthly, abundant energy. Like you're ready to step into that for yourselves. You're ready to gift that to other people and be part of something bigger than yourself, while also feeling very strongly and confidently about yourself, which is very important, because whatever type of like self-harm habits or toxic habits that you're really unlearning and moving through and like gaining this victory over is going to be a big part of a clearing for you so that you can travel to where you're being called to journey to, and you can co-create more. We have the Page of Swords. So yeah, again, with this speaking, like you guys are really being called to be a lot clearer with your words, to be speaking more. Okay? You have very strong energy that people want and need to hear. So don't doubt yourself. And by doing this, you are spinning the wheel in your favor, guys. Like, you can kind of do no wrong at this point. So just make sure that, like, you're honoring your need to be speaking more about, like, your life and your circumstances and connecting with more people, because otherwise, like, these opportunities won't come to you unless you're open to them. So you're doing the clearing work, which is great, all in good time, but like you need to step up and take action in like alongside of your healing and your clearing in order to really receive what it is that you want and be open to the universe just like dropping abundance on you and giving you new opportunities. So we have an animal spirit guide that I asked to show up for you guys. This could be a totem that you're already connected with. This could be animal energy that you just like really need as medicine right now. It is bison abundance. What did we just say? Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness and teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. So a lot of really beautiful, like spiritual Native American energy right now, guys. And buffalo or bison are just so... they're just so strong. And it's all about perseverance and really truly pure abundance and just connection with the earth. So call upon bison, meditate with bison. It's a really strong spirit animal for you is what I'm getting. It's actually like very present in your life. We also have some plant medicine for you guys, and that is raspberry. Create space. What did I say? We are clearing. We are making space for the new. Look at all this abundance and growth, these rich greens and these bright raspberries and this fruit of life, this nest and these beautiful new eggs. It's like you have to do this work in order to make the space for all of this abundance to drop in, right? Like you just have to keep focused on this, stay compassionate, but know that you are so divinely supported by raspberry, by buffalo, by the people around you. Very, very, very supported. And lastly, I asked for a zodiac sign, an element, or a planetary energy that will also be supportive of you guys during this, transformative time. And we have sun. Call upon your own light source energy, guys. You could also be a Reiki practitioner or wanting to be a Reiki practitioner, but all in all, the sun, right? The I am energy, the abundance and joy and life that the sun brings. Tap into that. Tap into that. You guys are calling in your soul tribe. You're making moves in the world. Things are happening. This is just truly a massive shift for you, but it is just opening you up to so much beauty. So I hope that this reaches you guys well. Please hit the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Those two things really help my channel grow and get these messages to where they need to go. But other than that, feel free to share if you feel compelled, like someone else might need to hear this. I'm just sending so much love to you guys, and I'm really looking forward to catching you in the next video. All right, my lovely Virgos, welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and just dive into it. It's a pretty thick stack. We got the tarot too, and I want to make sure my battery doesn't die again. So we're looking at what you guys, like what the biggest shift is that's happening for you whenever you watch this, and ways that you can be supported through it. So first and foremost, we have you were made for being. I love that. You were made for being. I will spend half an hour in a peaceful place doing nothing except feeling what it is like to exist. How about you try honoring that, Virgo? Take some time for yourself. I know you guys are go-getters, you're goal-oriented, you're serving, you're creating. Like, you guys are absolutely incredible, but you need to remember to put yourself first. So go spend 30 minutes, break it up into chunks, do 15 minutes twice a day in a peaceful place, doing nothing except feeling what it is like to exist. And if this is something that's difficult for you, this is your sign. You were made for being. You were made to be and to live, not to just fucking exist. So let's go ahead and dive into this for you guys. This could be like a pretty like revolutionary thing for you at this point in your life. So we're about to find out. We have the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. I feel like you guys are so used to doing and giving for other people. And you need to be seen. You're so unique and so beautiful and wonderful, and I feel like we don't get to experience that as much as we could. So come on now, what's this all about? Let's dive deeper into this. We'll get to your crystal in a second, but I feel called to pull, this is one of your medicine cards. So we have karma. Ooh, okay. We have some depth here. Let's go ahead and pull the book out and go a little deeper. All the K's coming out. The K cards have come out in a bunch of the other readings. The sum of one's actions. Positive karma. You have done a lot of good on this planet, and the universe is rewarding you in her favors. Life feels a little easier and a little more colorful, a little more beautiful. You are walking on the path toward your dharma, which creates the greatest karma one can experience. By saying yes to the purpose of your soul, you are saying yes to the greater power of the universe. Continue devoting your life to the service of spirit, and life will continue to unfold its wonders. Yeah, you guys, like, whatever it is that you're doing in the world and giving and being, like, you're being served good karma for that, right? And I think that we're just kind of hitting a point where you're being asked to, like, honor yourself a little bit more in that process. So the crystal that you guys have to work with is bronzite. Ooh. And the number 13, which I find to be a lucky number, and then you add 1 and 3, which is 4. So we have a few things here. Number 1, 13 could just be a prominent number for you. This could also be an important date, whatever month you're watching this, because this is timeless. But 4 is also the number of foundation, stability, home, hearth, those types of things. So, and bronzite, from what I know, is a really powerful stone. I actually want to pull the book on this one too. But this is going to be a good one for you guys to work with. And I feel like it's because it really is a lot about personal empowerment. So you guys are really being called to, like, step into yourself during this time of transition. Let's see. Loyalty, trust, steadfastness, self-respect, and trusting that the conscious universe has your back. Your true heart is recognized by the conscious universe, who wants only the very best for you. As much as you want to trust others, be mindful of others who sense you do not deserve, of others who you sense do not deserve your trust. Cautiously and mindfully venture to lend your loyalty again anyway, knowing that you are where you're meant to be, and you have the conscious universe as your ally to send you signs when a situation or individual warrants your caution. You can release your fears of being affected by the negativity of others. Be steadfast in your convictions as you work with others to build and maintain a firm financial foundation for yourself. You are stronger and wiser than you once were, and now you can trust yourself to know when you must make a change. Take action or speak the truth. Let go of your self-doubt, for Bronzite Spirit is telling you that you can be trusted to know what you need to do to make good decisions, especially regarding your finances. So for you guys, because you are an earth sign, finances and career is a big deal for you. I think that that's a big part of this, right? Like, that's a really big part of all of this. So just something to keep in mind and consider, and maybe with business deals or work stuff, it would be good for you to have a piece of bronzite on you just for that clarity and decision making. So we're going to go ahead and dive into your tarot. You guys connected with the tarot Mucha. So let's see, wow, what else has to come up for you? We have Temperance, okay. Yeah, so balance right off the bat. What else is going on here with Temperance? King of Cups energy. Okay, yeah, so like really balancing, really truly balancing your emotional well-being is very important right now. Taking more time to fill your cup, doing things that help you feel like you're living and being, letting yourself be seen, right? And we have Four of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So there's an interesting tie-in here with regards to like money, work, and like your personal self. Again, like you're doing the work that you're meant to be doing in this lifetime. So there's no need for you to question that. I think that at the moment though, here's a really interesting split. You guys are really being asked to give more to yourself, to honor yourself and your happiness a little bit more, to bring that into balance. And you're also being asked to like actually be aware of some business dealings and some work and financial situations. Don't hold yourself back. Don't be the one that's just like, don't overthink it. Just actually look at things for what they are. Don't assume, communicate. This is definitely a time for you to be like taking on new projects or new job opportunities or things like that, but being very mindful and wary around the opportunity or the people. So the universe doesn't want you to shut down. It wants you to be very mindful, right? So having this self-confidence needs to come into play first, but also really trusting your intuitive self, clearly, with the High Priestess. And Ten of Cups, dude. So like, all right, guys, you're doing all the right things. You're doing all the right things, and you're on your way to like a true space of happiness. Like this is coming through for you very, very, very soon. But what the world is asking of you, what God and the universe is asking of you, is to pour into yourself a little bit more. You guys are doing so much for the world and others around you, and like, just know that you'll always know what decisions to make. You're not gonna get stuck in anything that's like bad for you. You really are receiving a lot of good karma right now. And just make sure that you're keeping like a fresh perspective on things. You know, if you feel kind of stuck or stagnant, like change the way you're looking at it. Don't get stuck in one singular idea. And I know that whatever I'm saying is making sense to whoever's watching this. Because I'm just channeling information. Because I just stopped and realized, I'm like, what the hell am I even saying? That's why. So we're also going to pull out this animal totem for you guys. This is a spirit guide for you right now. An animal that has a lot of medicine or wisdom for you, or you might start seeing it a lot as confirmation that you're on the right path. Woo! Oh, man. I got a lot from this. Polar bear, mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest. Dream and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Oh, I love this for you guys so much. There's a mystical air to every sign that I've done so far, but you guys are like, you're very grounded, you're very rooted, you're doing all your things, but there's this little magical aspect that wants your attention that's like kind of popping out, and it's just like, hey, don't forget I'm here. Like, you guys have some beautiful shamanic connections, and I love that it mentioned to just take some time to rest and renew your strength, because that's important for you. And just know that these challenges that, you know, you're kind of facing are always here to make you stronger. And we also have some plant medicine for you guys. You received St. John's wort, light in the darkness. St. John's wort actually, supplemental wise, is something that I highly recommend. It does really just like boost like your happiness and your feeling of brightness and lightness, and it is that sunshine in the winter, you know? So if you're feeling kind of just like not yourself, or you haven't been feeling great, or this season, depending on what season you're in, seasonal depression is kind of like really taken hold, look into taking some St. John's wort. It's cheap at the grocery store. It's not that expensive. But just know that like you are your light in the darkness. Like, you just have to fill your cup and come back to yourself. And I also pulled this card as either a zodiac sign, a planetary influence, or element that's supportive for you guys right now. And you got Earth. How fitting. Some of you could be either 26 or turning 26 when you watch this. 6 plus 2 is 8, so just like infinite possibilities. But you guys are really being called to tap into that nurturing Earth energy. Slow down. Get outside in nature. Connect with more Earth signs. Like, no joke. Spend some time with trees. Sit in the dirt or the grass. Have your lunch outside. Like, the Earth is here to support you and just give you a lot of love and a lot of nurturing. But I just love that so much for you guys. Gaia is this beautiful nurturing energy that is so present for you right now, and especially with this polar bear and shamanic energy, Earth energy is really important for you right now. So I would love if you guys could please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps my channel grow and get these messages to whoever they need to get to. But if you enjoyed this, please share it with whomever you feel like might also enjoy it. And I hope that all these messages just hit home for you. I'm sending you so much love, and I will catch you in the next video. All right, my lovely Libras, welcome to your reading. This is all about what you guys are shifting through right now and what kind of support you need through this shift. So first and foremost, we have you were made for creativity. I will imagine 5 things I could do that no one would ever expect, and then I will do at least one of them. So something about your creativity, something about you growing and expanding, some kind of like creative outlet, creative outburst. There's something deeper here for you guys. I'm excited to get into it, but I would recommend writing this down and trying it out. I will imagine 5 things I could do that no one would ever expect. What are 5 things you could do that no one would expect you to do? And then do at least one of them. And just see where that takes you. There's something there for you guys. You could also have some Leo in your chart, I'm getting. But let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. All right. So are you just like working yourself into the ground? All pain, no gain type of thing? Are we not playing enough? What's coming through for you guys? Why do you need to take a break? Ooh, Kundalini. All right, let's dive into this a little bit more. This is a very multifaceted concept, so I'm just going to read it from the book, but I mean, I think you guys are going through potentially like another spiritual awakening, potentially a Kundalini awakening, and this shit's no joke. It is powerful, it can feel dark, but it is extremely transformative, and it is just energetically astounding, honestly. So let's go ahead and dive into Kundalini and see how this relates to where you're at right now. All the Ks. I swear to God, all the K ones are coming out. Let's see, 79. Oh, here we go. All right. Primordial cosmic energy, serpent power. Kundalini is rising. The serpent-like energy that exists in the base of your spine, the Muladhara chakra, which is the root chakra, has awoken. You may have noticed that you feel more spiritually aware than ever before. You are more sensitive to energies and quickly manifesting your thoughts. Your psychic abilities are rising and you feel the flow of energy that vibrates in every being. Your heart is full of a deep compassion and desire to serve others, and you have a keen awareness of your purpose. This is Kundalini rising. Stay grounded in this process. Connect to nature, exercise, journal, practice yoga. Through grounding, you'll be able to experience a beautiful and blissful Kundalini awakening that takes you exactly where you're meant to be. So a huge part of a Kundalini awakening, like they just said, is grounding. Because if you get too deep in the sauce with the spirituality, you kind of go, it's too much of one thing. You know what I mean? It's out of balance. And you guys are all about balance. So there's something here with regards to like your spiritual awakening, your creative self, and also like taking a break. So it seems like there's a lot of, which is normal for you guys, there's a lot of balancing that needs to happen and be called into place. And the crystal that got picked for you guys that will be very supportive of this at this time is lithium quartz. Holy shit. I don't know if I've ever pulled this card. We have the number 33, which is an angel number, so you guys are definitely very supported and protected through this process. Let's go ahead and dive into this as well. Harmoniousness, peacefulness, joy, and interconnectedness. Becoming still calms the activity in our heads and puts us back in touch with our bodies, our spirits, and the conscious universe. Lithium quartz spirit appears with a reminder to get quiet and recognize that you have within you all that you need. You just need to amplify some of the qualities that can bring you a sense of joy and fulfillment by giving them quiet, calm attention. Overstimulation can be distracting, so refresh yourself with some time spent in or around nature or nature's creatures, whether it is a furry, warm animal or a pond with fish swimming happily. Retrain your senses to recognize that all is well when you are in tune with the rhythms of the earth and aware of the interconnectedness, the water and sky, yourself and the ground beneath your feet, the breeze and the birds flying from tree to tree. Turn your face to the sun, recognizing that just as you drink in its rays, you are always drinking in the pure joy and love available to you from the conscious universe. Today is a day for experiencing peacefulness, harmony, and happiness. All right, so harmony, right? Balance. This is going to be a great piece for you to have on hand, especially when you're going through this very spiritual inner stuff, when you're taking some time to yourself, when you're finding ways to just be a little bit more spontaneous and creative. You guys, I feel that this stone in particular, like each of the signs has a stone that they're being called to work with. I feel like this one will be extremely beneficial to you guys, especially if you really set your intentions around it. So we're going to go a little bit deeper. There's a lot of facets here for y'all to pay attention to. So I would like to tap on all of them. So I would like to start with taking a break. What kind of messages do you guys need to hear about this shift? All right. Taking a break, getting off the treadmill. What's important about this for you guys? Ooh. Okay. So a couple of things, and we'll just dive right in. This is very representative of your energy right now, Libra. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not saying I'm not at fault, but when I'm tuned into a specific energy, this is what happens. Okay, so as per usual, you guys have lots of options, lots of thoughts, lots of decisions, all these things just floating around. How do I make sense of it all? Use your intuition. Tap into your intuition. This is where your spirituality really ties in very nicely. The universe is just like, hey, quiet the mind. Quiet the mind. You've got everything you need. Hang on, why are there so many? Yeah, quiet the mind, and then you can make a decision from there, okay? But you are really being encouraged to, like, take a leap of faith, too. So, these are going to come into play in a second, but with everything over here, you guys are being asked to really tune into your intuition, quiet your mind, release your emotional attachments, and make decisions from that place. Especially with regards to like this taking a break, whatever that's all about. Trust and take a leap of faith. You guys are going to know what I'm talking about. That's the message I have. With regards to your creativity, okay, we have the King of Cups right off the bat, and we have the Death card. So you could have some Scorpio in your chart as well. But what I'm really getting is that you guys are going through like a very personal rebirth with regards to your just like emotional balance, and that emotional balance and this personal rebirth that you're experiencing is something that is actually going to really fuel and feed your creativity. Okay, so just know that by allowing yourself to feel through your emotions and go through this chrysalis stage and go through this rebirth stage, like, a lot is going to come from that space that you're going to be able to use creatively. And then with regards to this whole spiritual aspect with your Kundalini, that's like no joke, guys. There's some really serious like spiritual awakening happening for you guys right now. So I'd just like to gain a little bit more clarity and understanding around that for my Libras. Okay, we have Judgment. I don't love... Okay, well, you guys know what that is. And what is this in regards to for... Interesting. So the more you move through this space of like this spiritual awakening with no judgment, like really allowing that to kind of be cleared from your field, you'll move through it a little bit more quickly. I feel like this has a tendency to be a very uncomfortable process for a lot of people, but you guys have the opportunity to move through it in a way it's a little bit faster and a little bit more of like a breeze if you just release any sort of like judgment around it, right? So allow yourself to do the weird spiritual stuff, allow yourself to dive deeper into like knowledge or learning or practices, and just let yourself flow with it. It's going to help a lot with this personal rebirth and transformation and creativity, and also with any type of like decision making that you have coming for you. Yeah, and we have the moon, so a lot of like divine feminine energy, a lot of secrets coming to light, and like understanding of this interesting space that you're in. Also working with the lunar cycles, I think, would be very powerful and potent for you guys. So if that's something you're interested in and you're not already a part of my Patreon, I host full moon circles on my Patreon with the specific members in like that tier, and you guys also get rituals for all the new and full moons. You get hand-picked crystals and you get rituals. Like, it's really comprehensive. So if that's something that you guys have been kind of interested in, I would love for you to check out my Patreon and potentially join there, because you get so much for so cheap. It's a really, really beautiful way to also be connected to a new community, which could be pretty cool. So I also picked this animal card for you guys. This is a spirit guide or totem for you right now that is supportive of you. It could also be a spirit animal you're aware of, or just confirmation when you see it out and about in the real world. Oh, Lion, higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. I really like that. You guys really... You are leaders in your own way, especially because you're such creative people and you're so multifaceted. And all of this is definitely being used for a higher calling. So just keep relinquishing the past, keep letting go, and you're just going to continually be surrounded by good people. And also, lions are just this symbol of like pride and joy and abundance and like light and, you know, sunlight. You could have Leos in your life that are really prominent or important to you as well. We also have some plant medicine for you guys, and yours is chickweed. Start fresh. I love that. I love that. Especially with the Fool. Like, you guys are really being pushed to tune into this springtime energy. No matter, I mean, whenever you're watching this, if you are watching it when I post it, it's in April, but just really starting fresh and not being afraid to start fresh and have a new outlook and a new mindset and a new understanding of things. And I think that this spiritual awakening is going to really help you guys see this as a positive as well. And the last card I pulled for y'all is either a zodiac, planetary, or elemental support. There was better words there that I could have used, but something that's going to be supportive of you guys during this time, and that is water. like the energy of water, whether that's a water sign, whether that's like living by or being by the ocean or a lake, or just being like rivers, just being near and around water is going to be very healing and supportive for you guys at this time. Also really tapping into your emotional self is really potent and powerful, learning from water signs, and also like really hydrating, making sure that you're staying hydrated. That's coming up for you guys too. And I'm also seeing with the number 24, 24 could be a special number for you. It could be a particular date, like so whatever month you watch this, maybe take note of the 24th. But 4 plus 2 is also 6, and 6 is the number of like compassion and unconditional love. So just knowing that as long as you guys are coming from a heart-centered place, like all of these changes and shifts and transitions are going to happen maybe more smoothly than you anticipated, which I feel like is really well deserved, because I also feel like you guys have been doing a lot of inner work in order for this to happen. So take this all as you will, and I'm just hoping that this reaches you guys well, because I know that that was a lot. It was very multifaceted, but it felt really good. So again, really being called to work with lithium quartz, just throwing that out there one last time. But other than that, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much. Please give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It helps my channel grow, and it helps me get these messages to wherever they have to go. And if you feel so called to share this with some other people who might need to hear the messages as well, that'd be amazing. But again, I appreciate you. I'm sending you all a lot of love, and I will catch you in the next video. All right, my fellow Scorpios, welcome to your reading. This is all about whatever shift you might be experiencing right now or in the very near future, and how you can be supported through that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with this lovely stack of oracle cards. Your first card is, I take a creative attitude toward my inner growth. The universe is aware of my needs, and I will wait and watch for a response. Ooh, something about trust. Surrendering in battle happens once at the very end. Surrendering on the spiritual path happens over and over, and it never ends. What a beautiful message for us Phoenix beings. The death and rebirth, over and over and over, always surrendering, always leaning in, always dying and coming back again. Oh God, you guys, as a fellow Scorpio sun, this is quite a beautiful message, I think, right now, for me at least personally, so I hope that it's reaching you at this time as well. But damn, guys, like, we really are the embodiment and the epitome of regeneration, of constant surrendering, of constant metamorphosis. And I know it can feel extremely overwhelming sometimes, but first and foremost, that's what we have labradorite for. This is a really great stone to work with, and we're actually gonna talk about another stone that'll be good for you at this time, but this is a very nurturing stone during transformation, so I think every Scorpio should have labradorite, first and foremost. Next we have the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Oof. Shit. That's a deep one. Some of you guys might be like contemplating motherhood and understanding it a lot more lately, or understanding it in maybe a different way. Some of you might be new mothers, or planning on having kids, or expecting, or whatever, and just understanding the shift of who you are as a being, the depth of love that maybe you've never even experienced before, or maybe you are a mom and this is something that you really resonate with and just understand. But again, this ancient Egyptian energy is coming through, and I feel like this came through in another pile as well, but it might be something for you to like dive a little deeper into and like learn more about. Just open yourself up to it. And we also have a crystal that will be really beneficial for you to work with at this time, and that is raw morganite. I know that this has a lot to do with unconditional love as well, I believe, so deep love. And that's Scorpio energy too, right? Like, we're deep, but also like our love and compassion is boundless. It's really potent and beautiful. But I want to dive a little deeper into the morganite piece for you guys. So let's see what we have here. This is a stone I've been interested in for a while too, so I'll have to find some. Sensitivity, gentleness, empathy, compassion, the gift of vulnerability, and self-forgiveness. Yeah, so leaning into some softness, guys. Being vulnerable, being compassionate, being gentle, and you know, self-forgiveness is coming through. That's really strong and powerful. Okay, I apparently have to read the relationship message of this card in particular, so hang tight. Hang tight. Gentle assertiveness is the way now. For the message of raw Morganite spirit is to conserve your resources and avoid giving in to the drama of battles. People who are wounded may not appreciate you now, so set healthy boundaries, for your compassion and kindness extends to yourself. Express the strength of vulnerability by being honest without oversharing, and by letting others see that you are on a healing path so that they may be inspired too. So however that resonates for you guys, I feel like, you know, relationships, friendships, any sort of like humans that you're connected with, you know, just approaching it in a gentle way. Being, you know, really embracing and being that mothering energy. I think that that's going to be pretty potent for you right now. And some more medicine, we have Yamas. Ooh, really like the feel of this one. So we're going to pull the book on this one as well. And then we're going to dive into your tarot for a bit. Whoop, here we go. 63. 8 stages of yoga, universal morality. Ooh. Your kindness, compassion, and generosity beam to all around you. The ahimsa, compassion, you display to all living things does not go unnoticed. Only honesty flows from your lips. You speak words steeped in truth, satya. You display honor in your asteya, non-stealing, because of your deep sense of please forgive me, brahmacharya, control. You focus on what truly matters and have let go of excess belongings, practicing I'm butchering it, aparigraha, or non-possessiveness. Continue shedding all that doesn't serve you as you blossom closer to your highest self. So there's a lot of purity of heart here is what I'm hearing and feeling, guys. A lot of purity of heart, and knowing that it's not going unnoticed, knowing that it is seen and felt, and maybe, you know, creating some stronger boundaries for yourself at this time with whatever that's with regards to. But let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards for you guys and get some deeper insight, and we'll get to some more support here in a little bit. But we'll go ahead and start with the tarot. We have the 9 of Cups right off the bat, so a lot of, I mean, that's like luck and happiness right there, guys. I feel, and with the roses too standing out, and the snake, like the serpent, just a lot of divine feminine energy for you guys right now, like really embracing and leaning into that, especially with this like motherhood coming into play, this raw Morganite asking for that compassion and depth and love. I think you're going through a really beautiful space of like deeper spirituality and self-love whenever you're watching this and whenever you're receiving this reading. 6 of Wands too, yeah, so victory. Like really feeling into that and being excited by it, guys. I think, and we can keep going deeper, but there are some toxic cycles that you have banished. literally banished, like just been like, yeah, no, you're done. You don't have space or room here anymore. We're not fucking playing this game. And really released it. Ace of Swords, so just having these like fresh new ideas. And then 8 of Pentacles, fucking working for it. Guys, like when you receive this reading, just know that like you're in an incredible spot right now and don't take it for granted. really sit with it and be present with it and honor it, because you guys have worked really hard to be here. And I am just seeing like so much reward for your growth. And like, I think you're already even just feeling that within yourself. Like, you guys feel very rewarded by the work you've done and who you've become, who you've transformed into, who you've allowed yourself to lean into and just, you know, surrendered into being. It's really, really beautiful. Oh, and the Two of Cups too. Wow. Damn, I love this for you guys. Just a lot of sacred union. A lot of divine sacred union within yourself, within those around you. We have Seven of Pentacles as well. So like, it's coming time to reap what you have sown. That's kind of happening all around you right now. Keys are really standing out to me personally lately. So for me, this is a personal, really big confirmation. But just take note of how that shows up in your life too, and what that might mean for you. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I have to be really straightforward with your reading, honestly, because I feel like you get it. Just like energetically, you really get it and you feel it and you understand it. But we're going to go ahead and bring out the animal, the spirit animal, the guide, the totem that you are most connected to right now. And this is something that, you know, might also be confirmation for you and seeing, or something you might start seeing more frequently, which is just going to be confirmation that you're on your right path. Oh, the hummingbird. Miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. What a sweet, sweet thing for you guys. And a lot of purples and stuff too. So a lot of spiritual crown chakra, third eye energy coming through. You guys are very psychic. I think, you know, Scorpios, it's kind of like a given. But there's a lot of magic happening in your life right now, guys. And you're just being told to come back to knowing and understanding what a beautiful source of joy and abundance you are to the world. And just expect some motherfucking miracles is all I have to say about that. Manifest with Morganite, manifest with love. I gotta go get some now. And then we have some plant medicine for you guys. We have Starflower, finding grace. Wow. I'm gonna pull the book on this one. Hang on. I'm excited to read into this one for you guys, because the star to me is also like a pretty big sign. Here we go. Some call this plant by her more common name, borage, but she prefers starflower, and wouldn't you? Her blue star-shaped petals shine among the garden's more usual yellows and pinks, shimmering yet understated, like an old-time movie starlet. Starflower shares a timeless philosophy with these legends of the silver screen. Grace isn't something you keep for yourself, she tells us. Grace, Starflower knows, is a gift you give over and over to the world around you. If you're thoughtful, caring, and true, grace develops a patina over time, becoming wisdom, cradling those lucky enough to be in your presence. How can you let a little more grace into your life? Again, I'm just going to let that one sit and marinate, because I feel like you felt it just the same way I did. But that's fucking beautiful. You guys really are like joy bringers, caretakers. Like, you are just so necessary in this world and so stunning, and you are not unappreciated. And the last card we have is either a zodiac sign, a planetary energy, or an element that's very supportive for you at this time, and you received air. Ooh, so air signs. We also have the number 25, which could be important. The 25th of a month, or the number 7. Lots of divine, like angelic energy, but air signs, your thoughts, your mind is clear, guys. The air element is really like working with you and supporting you right now. So be very intentional, be very clear with your thoughts, and you're just going to have nothing but success, honestly. And this is a really beautiful, like, coming home to self shift that you're experiencing. So I'm just really happy for you guys, and I'm grateful that you tuned in for this, so thank you so much. If it resonated, please give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That really helps my channel grow and get these messages to whoever they need to go to. But other than that, I appreciate you guys, I love you guys, and I will catch you in the next video. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading about what you are just shifting through right now and what forms of support are being provided to you at this time. So we're going to go ahead and get started with your first card, and this one says, I will give my loved ones as much of my undivided time today as they want. You were made for giving. All right, let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into that and see what's coming up for you guys right now. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being and integration. Okay, so this is a little multifaceted. I'm already starting to kind of see what's unfolding for you guys, but we're going to go ahead and go a little deeper. We also have, Dharana, but it's reversed. So let's see what the medicine is for you guys here. Dive a little deeper into that and kind of start tying this all together. 73. So the 8 stages of yoga, single focused concentration. You've recently been burying your head under the sand, focused totally on your work. While there is profound insight to be gained from immersion, you also must remember to look around you at what else life has to offer. Concentration requires inspiration. Take some time off from work, or the work at hand, and focus on the true work at large, embodying your fullest human experience. Okay, how many of you are realizing that you can't keep going at the rate you're going? This is probably part of this like big awakening you're having, and this realization of like needing to give more of yourself to others around you, the people around you, the people in your life who love you and care about you. I think you're just starting to become much more spiritually and energetically aware, and realizing that like you can't stay super focused in on one thing all the time. You know, it's just not like healthy or good for you. So you're really being called to step out of that and really devote and spend more time to your family specifically, it looks like, or just loved ones in general. I will give my loved ones as much of my undivided time today as they want. So setting a day for that would be probably really powerful. And I also pulled a crystal card for you guys to see what crystal would be most supportive for you at this time. And you got Dumortierite. Honestly, Dumortierite is a really, really potent stone. Very, very, very strong energetically. But we also have the number 21, which could be important to you. The 21st of a month, you could be 21 or turning 21, but we also have the number 3 within that, right? So a lot of like divine angelic guidance. But we're going to go ahead and pull the book on this and get a little bit deeper to see why this is going to be a helpful stone for you guys. Organization, orderliness, clutter clearing, and list making. I think that's perfect for you guys, honestly. So in order to kind of step out of this space of just being so work focused, let's go ahead and get clear. Let's get some clarity on this stuff and set yourself up for success so that you can like just retract your head a little bit and spend more time with the people around you who are really important to you. And start going through whatever awakening this is. We're actually going to pull some tarot cards for you guys. Y'all connected with the Crow Tarot. And we're just going to go ahead and dive in and see what the tarot has to say, and also what's going on with these energetic upgrades and this new way of being. So with Page of Swords right off the bat, what I'm getting is like, it's happening pretty swiftly, and okay. And it is requiring like some patience and some more balance on your end. I think Temperance has come up in almost all of the signs thus far. But Sagittarius, you guys are really being called to have more balance, to have a lot more balance, and this is like spreading across your life, but you have to pull yourself out of your work a little bit and return to the people that are around you. That's really potent and important for you right now. But again, with regards to this awakening energy, just trusting whatever decisions you're making. I feel like that's coming up for you very strong. You're very in your head. 6 of Swords, yeah. So definitely moving away from something, moving on from some form of thinking, moving away from thinking that you have to be like stuck in your work all the time, I feel like is really coming up for you guys. So getting some clarity on that and creating some healthier boundaries with regards to that energy is going to be really important for you. And I think that that is going to be a new way of being for you. I think that you're so used to being go, 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 and just being like, well, I have to provide and I have to do this, and you're not actually even spending time with or really caring about the people who are really important to you. We do have 3 of Pentacles though, so to me what that's saying is this transition and this shift is very successful. So you guys are going to come into a place of like happiness and growth and community with your family, and it's like what everyone's been wanting. They just want you. They don't want your money. They don't want like what you're doing at work. They want you. They want time with you. They want community with you. And by doing this, by taking that time to be with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones, giving that undivided time and attention, you get fresh ideas. You get new love, you get new passion, you get reinvigorated. Like, this is going to bring a lot of life back to you. I think you guys have kind of been struggling and in a dark place for a while. And now's the time to come out of that by just leaning onto your support system that is your family and that are the people around you. So we have a few more cards for you guys that are supportive for you at this time. We have a spirit guide, spirit animal / totem, and that's the hawk, which is a messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. So pull your head out of your work. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. All the bird energy, guys. So a lot of air energy is coming through for you, which is pretty potent and powerful. But being really clear with your thoughts, guarding your headspace, getting organized, all of these things are going to be very powerful tools for you at this time. And some plant medicine we have for you guys is Tulsi. You are sacred. Tulsi tea, love that stuff. That shit's really, really good. So that's standing out to me, but reclaiming your sacredness, guys. I think you've just been like go, go, go for so long that you've kind of forgotten like who and what you are and what you bring to the world and what it's like to just fucking live your life. So get back to that. And we also have an element zodiac sign or planetary energy that is going to be supportive of you at this time as well. And you have Mars. Ooh. So the 17th of a month could be important to you, or just the number 17 or the number 8, meaning infinite abundance. So that's a really positive thing. But Mars, your communication, action, these things are the things that matter to you guys, is taking action and having clear communication. I feel like your love language is acts of service. I feel like you really appreciate when people do things for you. And I think you just need to be clear about that a little more often, especially if you do need help with something right now. Just ask for it, you know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to reach out and ask. Like, you have this messenger coming through for you that's just like Spirit is sending you messages, so just freaking open up to it. But it's also willing and open to receive from you as well. So I hope that this reaches you guys well, and if it resonated, please give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Both of those things really help the channel grow and get these messages to wherever they need to go. But again, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. I appreciate you, and I can't wait to catch you in the next video. All right, Capricorn, welcome to your guys' reading. I'm so happy you're here. This is all about whatever kind of shift you're going through right now and what types of support you can either look for or expect during this time. So right off the bat, you guys have meditation exposes your brain to a less active state. And through repeated exposure, your brain adapts to that stillness and silence. I am still, I am silent, I am alive and well. All right. So we have a potential like meditative practice that you guys need to get started on. Let's go ahead and dive a little deeper. We have Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded. Ooh. All right, I'm excited to see how this all ties together. You also have Shiva. Wow, okay, so like powerful energy right off the bat, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and dive into Shiva, and then we'll start pulling all of this stuff together, right? 123. God of destruction and rebirth. Haha. You are truly on a yogic path. Shiva is referred to as Adi Yogi, the first yogi ever. He attained enlightenment and abandoned himself in an ecstatic dance atop the Himalayas. When his ecstasy went beyond movement, he became utterly still. Oh boy. I love how this is connecting already. People could not understand his switch between ecstatic movement and stillness and thought him mad. However, 7 students wanted to learn how he was moving past physical limitations. This is how he began teaching yoga. Shiva planted the seed of yoga into the human mind. Pulling Shiva represents moving past the limitations from your society, body, mind, or ego. It represents doing the inner work to evolve. It is also a call to service, to teach others your wisdom so they too can become liberated. Capricorn. I feel like you guys are going through some sort of... I think you're in a space of really integrating your spirituality with like your way of being, especially with this Starkeeper card. Seed the light by staying grounded. I think you guys are taking a lot of your experiences and spiritual knowingness and practices and starting to integrate it in a way that you're teaching others and actually really showing up for and helping others. But the I am still, I am silent, I am alive and well mantra, I think is going to serve you really well at this time, allowing that meditative process and that stillness to be something that's extremely healing for you right now. This is a big shift for you. You're learning some sort of integration with your more spiritual aspects into your inner world. And I think this is a big deal for you because Capricorn is such a rooted, grounded, structured sign. So I'm really curious to kind of see what the tarot has to say, but we're going to go ahead and get your crystal that is going to be good for you to work with right now, that's going to be very supportive. And that's citrine. So the number 17 could be a potent number for you. It could be a special number. 1 + 7 is 8. So just that's like infinite abundance, infinite possibilities, right? Citrine is also, and I'll just pull out my little piece of it here. This is also the stone of joy, of literal abundance and money and manifesting and success. And it's very solar plexus chakra connected, so a lot of like being and doing and I am energy coming through. So I think that really taking all of these tools into consideration as you're starting to weave your spiritual reality into your physical reality is kind of the shift that I'm getting for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and dive into your tarot, see the specifics here, what else, like what other messages you need to receive in here. Oh yeah, okay, 8 of Cups right off the bat. Love to see it. We're walking away from what doesn't serve us. And 8 of Pentacles, 888. Look up that angel number, guys. That's a lot of abundance. That's a lot of like magic manifesting, magician energy. You're creating something. You're really moving away from things that are like energetically and emotionally draining from you, and you are working towards building something for yourself. Oh man, an adventure is on the horizon for you. So I feel like the shift, damn, and 5 of Swords. Okay, so this shift might not be necessarily an easy one. I think maybe you're like, okay, I get it, I see where I'm going and what's happening. But I think it's going to ruffle some feathers. I think that there's a lot of things that you're leaving behind. Like you're turning your back on some stuff. You're like, people have turned their back on you type of a thing. And there's been like a, you know, like a battle or an argument or something, just you're really cutting ties with stuff and people and things that are just not serving you anymore. And then, you know, I think that this whole stillness practice, this meditative practice, has been really powerful for you guys. Temperance has come up in every reading, I think, for every sign. This is truly our call for balance, guys. Lots of balance. So by moving away from things that aren't serving you and from allowing yourself new experiences and really dedicating yourself to like integrating this spirituality into your real life, like you are creating balance in your life, okay? That's something that I'm getting for you guys. We also have Queen of Swords energy. So there could be a mother figure involved. I'm getting either like a mom, a mother-in-law, a grandmother, but very strong like spoken word from someone who you trust is coming your way. I just feel like someone is really showing up to give you some very thoughtful advice, or you could be seeking that out or wanting or needing that from a maternal figure, or even just like a strong female figure in your life or someone you really look up to. But I feel like they have words of wisdom to impart on you and offer to you sometime during this transitionary phase. But that is like a big support that's coming in for you. We also have 9 of Swords, so like don't overthink, especially, okay, when people or situations are very reactive to the decisions that you're making, don't overthink it. Don't allow it to sway you. I feel like, ooh, yes, love to see it with the Hanged Man. You guys just have a new perspective. You have a new outlook on life, and a lot of people and circumstances and situations are not going to get that, and that's why they're falling away from you, or that's why you're turning away from them and moving on and moving away. And like I said, it's potentially not going to be easy, but you know, you're a Capricorn. You are strong in yourself and your knowingness in yourself. So just don't let that go to waste right now. Honestly, just don't overthink it. Don't cry over spilled milk. Just keep moving forward. We also have an animal that's like a spirit guide or totem for you at this time that might be showing up more frequently, or is just an animal that's going to show up to remind you that you're on the right path. And you have snow leopard, self-reliance. What did I just say? Like, you know yourself. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. You guys are cooking up something big. That's why you're moving away from a lot of stuff that doesn't serve you, because those people and those things and those situations and those places don't have anything to do with it. And you have to stay very goal oriented and really fucking stoked about it. Honestly, guys, like citrine is a lot about like power and work and like self-empowerment and solar plexus and feeling really good about yourself, but it's also like helps you stay focused on the goal at hand. And meditation will also help you with that as well, creating that stillness, staying very grounded, and being very self-reliant. The animal, I'm sorry, plant medicine, oh boy, I am channeling really hard for you guys right now. Plant medicine for y'all is lavender, big cat energy, tough love. So I think that number one, you're giving tough love to a lot of things around you, and that's why stuff's kind of like moving off to the wayside. Also, I feel like you might receive a little bit of tough love, and that might be these words of wisdom coming in as well, from whoever this figure is to you, but it's what you need and you want it. You're inviting it in. You know you need it. Also, lavender could be just a plant that you really resonate with. Maybe you use lavender essential oils. That just helps you kind of relax or get into a meditative state is what I'm hearing, so that's also super helpful. And then I lastly pulled a card to see what sign, element, or planetary energy is going to be very supportive to you right now, and that is Saturn. This is so funny. Saturn is literally the planet of tough love. That is how I resonate with it, at least. And you guys got another 8. 8, 8, 8, 8. Look up angel number 8 or angel number 888. Like that's, and you guys might start seeing that a lot too. That's going to be another sign that you're on the right path. But man, like Saturn energy is no joke. Y'all are really asking for the clarity because you're strong enough to handle it and you want it. Just do your best to not get overwhelmed or overthink any of it. Really stand firm in yourself and, you know, this self-reliance, right? Call on snow leopard. Think of snow leopard. But damn, that's all I have for you guys. I mean, that's really beautiful though. And Capricorn, I see you. I love this energy. Honestly, this is really freaking cool. And I'm just wishing you guys all the best. Whatever it is that you're creating and doing, like, it's going to be very successful. I feel that. I really feel that. So just stay dedicated and stay driven. And just be proud of yourself for everything that you're doing and that you've done. So if this video resonated with you, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Both of those things really help my channel grow and get these messages to wherever they need to go. And other than that, I just really appreciate and love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next video. All right, Aquarius, welcome to your reading. This is for all of y'all who are Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus. And this is all about the shifts that you are going through right now and what is around you to support you also. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this little guy here. This says, I live beyond images. I am open to eternity. Have no self-image and be open to infinity. You guys are being asked to expand right now, huh? Damn. Really letting go of like the notions of self is what it feels like. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. I really love that. Okay, we're gonna layer on a little bit here and then we'll start tying things in together. But one of the crystals that you guys are being called to work with right now that will be very supportive for you is watermelon tourmaline. And I'm really happy this came out for you guys because watermelon tourmaline is a very playful, joy-filled stone, and I think that for you guys, like, allowing yourself to kind of expand beyond your own personal limitations or like self-image and doing something that really shifts and changes your energy. Like, you need to go out and have fun and be silly. Like, you need to really release who you are for a day. I feel like you know, you guys, you have a really big take on the world energy. You are like the leaders and you are the people who like bring people together. Aquarius is, you know, like the water bearer. It's the one who brings everything together, and I think that you guys are just very deep in that space, and you're being asked, in order to create some balance in your life, to let go of that for a little bit and to just have fun with your life and to play. And the fact that you got this dance with life card, the doing something to change your energy, it's just asking for a lot more movement and playfulness, honestly. And just being open to infinity and eternity, like really tapping into all of what you are and not necessarily like who you are or what you have to do. I feel like you have to release that for a little bit and just allow yourself to live, and I think that that's the shift that you're currently in right now. You also have Ahimsa. Ooh, so we're gonna read on this one and dive a little deeper into that, and then we're gonna get into your tarot. But I have a pretty like general understanding of Ahimsa, but I'm excited to like give you guys a little bit more of a definition. Yama, or non-violence. You have been observant of how your thoughts affect your actions and how your actions reflect the quality of your life. Through actively changing your internal monologue, you are manifesting a heightened state of consciousness and a new paradigm. Continue to fine-tune your inner language to radiate compassion, joy, and peace, which is all about, this is what watermelon tourmaline is all about. Even the most disciplined yogis still often look in the mirror and think negative thoughts about themselves, get frustrated when stuck in traffic, or speak words to a loved one that don't radiate pure love. These moments are your guru, reminding you of where you still need to grow. Overcoming your triggers facilitates growth. Each time you feel the voice of negativity come through, sing back to it the words of Ahimsa, compassion. You'll quickly find these words echoed back by all those you encounter. So, Aquarius, it looks like you guys are really stepping into yourselves a little bit more. I think that, and we'll, you know, we'll dig deeper with the tarot, but I think that you guys are really just being asked to expand like your spiritual and emotional self a little bit. I think you guys are really focused on like how you appear and what you're doing and how you're serving and how you're showing up and all these things, and that's beautiful, and that's one of like the most important things about you. But if you don't invite this balance in of like play and expansiveness, it's gonna wear you out and it's gonna drain you. So maybe focusing on that concept of ahimsa will, you know, just bring some change for you. But we have Two of Blooms. I love that for you guys. Two of Cups. This is unity. This is balance. This is calling in like a divine partner, a divine relationship, happiness, growth, togetherness, infinite abundance, and like love and resources. Aquarius, you guys you're calling in some big things, and that's why you're being asked to create such a drastic shift in your life, is because you're wanting more. You're absolutely wanting more, but it does require you opening yourself up, is what I'm seeing and feeling and hearing. But with the, let's see here, I have to double check what plumes are in this deck. Because this is a different deck, for those of you who have probably realized. So swords, Seven of Swords. What do we have? What's going on here? You guys, okay. The Fool's come out in a bunch of other readings too, a bunch of the other signs, but you guys are really being asked to kind of just like, I think a lot of things kind of sit like a chip on your shoulder, or a lot of things kind of weigh on you and you feel like you can't quite get rid of them. So that's why this shift or this transition is kind of tough for you, and it feels uncomfortable. But you are, with the snake showing up, you are shedding that skin. I can see that and I can feel that. You're shedding that skin. You're really allowing yourself to move through it, which is great. But the Fool shows up as like, hey, take a leap of faith and trust and do something. Have like that naive energy, be playful. Like, I think your innate way of being is very childlike and playful, and you just don't let that out enough. You don't. You let stuff really bother you and get to you and get under your skin, and like that's not supporting the life you want. Okay, so the reason that you're not seeing like all these things that you really want and desire is because you're not allowing yourself to even be open to them in the first place. So with the Fool showing up, it's just saying like reckless abandon, like have fun, loosen up. Oh. We have the King of Stones or King of Wands. So like you might have an Aries in your life that's like really important to you or very helpful or supportive for you, but King of Stones or King of Wands is like this very passionate, driven energy. So you guys don't need to question like whether you're going to be successful or accomplish the things you want to accomplish. Like, don't question that at all. You know who you are at the core, and like what this is asking of you right now is to this is actually pretty funny. I feel like you guys are needing to reach out and ask for a little bit of assistance or support in a couple of different ways. The Queen of Stones or the Queen of Pentacles is this very nurturing, abundant, like motherly like energy. So it could literally be your mom. You might literally have to just reach out to your mom and ask for some support or some advice. But if there's another like divine feminine in your life who you can lean on, like open up and lean in. I think that the thing is you're such a passionate leader, and you're so focused on that aspect of yourself that we're forgetting this thing that just started the reading right here. Have no self-image. Be open to infinity. The universe wants you to reconnect with it. You're being called to reconnect with play, joy, love, and abundance, and you just have to ask for a little bit of help in order to receive that. And we have strength. I fucking love this. Look at that, you guys. Like, look at this card. Just with the diamond and like the beetle energy. There's a lot of ancient Egyptian energy popping up everywhere lately. But you might have some Leo in your chart too, so Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But the Strength card just denotes so much strength in your heart and strength in being. So you don't have to question yourself at all. You are capable. You are going to do all the things you came here to do. You gotta like take a break and let loose a little bit though, okay, in order for all of these things to come to fruition. We have a couple more supportive cards for you guys. I pulled this animal card to see what your spirit guide is right now, what you can look out for, tune into. And you got frog. Prosperity. Frogs are also a symbol of like divine rebirth too. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy, abundance, and good fortune await you. You've got a lot of good shit coming your way, guys. So just be open to it and lean into that playfulness and that fun energy is what I'm getting. And your plant medicine is dandelion, perseverance. I love that. I mean, think of all the places that dandelions grow, right? These things freaking grow through cracks in the sidewalk. Like they freaking keep persevering, and they're always rewarded with their perseverance. They bloom into these beautiful, bright little yellow flowers. So just know that like this isn't about pushing through. This is about knowing that you will persevere even when you take a break, which is really, really important distinction, I feel like, for you guys to understand. And the last card I have for y'all that kind of taps into either a zodiac energy or a planetary energy or an element that will be supportive for you at this time as well is Taurus. We also have the number 2, so the concept of like union and balance. But Taurus energy. So if you have a friend, a family member, a partner who has Taurus in their chart, I feel like they have something to offer you. I feel like their stability and their grounded energy is also a really potent thing for you to have in your life right now. And, you know, being an air sign, being very thoughtful and thought-provoking, sometimes you need that grounding energy in your life to kind of bring you back to reality, and Taurus knows how to have a good time too. So I think that a Taurus might help you like kind of be silly and kind of open up and all these things, or be supportive of that at the very least. But I hope that this reaches you guys well, and I know how funky this space can feel, but you got it. You can do this. I promise you can do this. Just have some fun. Let loose a little bit. I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you for tuning in. If this resonated for you, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Those things really help my channel grow and help me get these messages to wherever they have to get to. So I appreciate your support so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will catch you in the next video. All right, last but not least, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces. I apologize if this shadow is, it's not what I wanted. I don't know what it looks like, but it just finally got dark out with the rain and everything. So my lighting got a little messed up, I apologize. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into what exactly you are moving through right now, you know, and what is best supportive of you at this time. So we have a whole bunch of oracle cards, a whole bunch of tarot cards, but we're gonna get started with this one right here. The present moment is the only place where renewal is possible. I am here now. I love that mantra for you guys. Like really practicing a lot of presence, I feel like, is something that's coming up for you right now. We're gonna go ahead and dive a little bit deeper. You have Anahata, the heart chakra. This is going to be, ooh, okay. Really potent and powerful connection for you guys right now. We also have the 7-star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. Who are you, Pisces? I'm loving this vibe. You guys have a real like like a gypsy, flowy vibe. You guys are really stepping into yourself. You're tapping into your heart center. You're co-creating. You're present. I'm curious to see, like, with the tarot, like, what the shift is in particular that's happening for you guys. But this might be it. This, like, presence and this heart-centeredness and this, like, you know, co-creation and expression, this could be really new for you guys. This could be like the thing. We will dive deeper into the tarot in a second, but I do want to share with you guys a crystal or a stone that would be useful for you during this time. And that is sodalite. Sodalite. I really love that for you guys. The sodalite's all about like expression. We have a lot of throat chakra energy there, but I'm going to also go ahead and pull out the book for y'all so that we can have a little bit more depth. Intentionality, conscious awareness, and awakened state, inner knowing, self-confidence, clear expression of intentions. Yeah, so like you guys are doing some work with some people. I think you're like co-creating, you know, maybe it's like retreat type stuff. Maybe it's like just group work. I don't know, but you guys are co-creating a lot of things, which is really beautiful. And you're getting much more intentional with your spiritual practices. You're very present. You're very consciously aware. So let's go ahead and just dive a little bit deeper. No reversals, okay. And see what's really coming up for you guys right now. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm really liking this vibe, guys. This is definitely like, this is powerful energy right here. And this is very like flowy. Six of Pentacles. All right. So we have growth like right off the bat, financial growth, you know, a lot of abundance and like work opportunities happening for you guys. We do have 10 of Swords. So here's the thing. Don't overthink it. I think that you guys might have like a habit of getting a little lost in the sauce with regards to like getting super idealistic about one thing, and that taking you away from your growth and expansion. So all of these good things are happening for you. This is just a reminder and a note to not fall back into like negative thought patterns or negative habits, or like being hyper focused on one particular thing, because like you guys are doing really well and you're making good progress. So just catch yourself, you know, compassionately catch yourself. We also have the King of Swords. So for me, this is actually someone who's coming into your life, who's kind of like helping you reap the rewards and benefits of how much work you've done. This could be like a lover, this could be just a new friendship or a mentor or a guide, but someone who you feel very connected with, you feel like you can do a lot of things with. They might be an air sign, or they might have a lot of air in their chart, or they could just be like a thinker type. I feel like they're a very tall person, especially from like the energy on the card. But yeah, this person is definitely like a thinker. And I think that that's really beneficial for you, because like they have a lot of clarity with their thinking. For you guys, you function way better when you're when you're in the world and like not super stuck up in your head. So this person is like really helpful for you. And I also see that, you know, part of this shift is really starting to understand like your finances and your work a little bit more. So you're really being and acting from a beautiful state, like of just pure freaking presence, which I absolutely love. But you're starting to share your life a little bit more. You're growing into yourself a little bit more. 25 or 52 could be important to you. 6, 7 is a pretty strong angel number, so very like divinely guided with what you're doing, but really practicing on getting clear with your intentions, what it is that you want to be doing in the world, what you expect from partnerships, whether that's romantic or work and financial related. But I think that you guys are definitely having some really beautiful opportunities come in. And we also have 8 of Cups, so that just That's also saying, like, look, you're going to have to let go of some of them. You're going to have to move away from some of them. Not all of them deserve your attention, and not all of them are going to be beneficial for you either, is what I'm getting. And we have Two of Swords. Yeah, so clear decision making. Try to take, like, your heart and your emotions out of it. I know that that's kind of tough, but you can do it. I see that you guys are just in a space where this shift has allowed you some more clarity, and you're consistently gaining that. So you're doing really well in these respects. The support coming through for you guys with regards to an animal spirit guide is the goose. Inner knowing. You could be seeing a lot of geese lately. Geese might be showing up fucking left and right. You might be like, just like, I don't know. I feel like you might run into them more frequently. But very heavy on the intuition. You're a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident. You will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you, and don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. So I really like that for you guys. It's just this reminder that, like, you're good, just keep going. And the plant medicine that we have for y'all is nettle. Pay attention. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing that you guys are you're definitely being called to get a lot more clarity on who you're working with, the things that you're saying yes to, who you're surrounding yourself with. Just be very attentive, be very clear, be very grounded. Try not to be like super floaty and spacey, because I think when you do that, you kind of get yourself into not the most positive spot. And the planetary energy or element or zodiac sign that's also going to be supportive for you at this time is Capricorn. We also have the number 10, so cycles ending. But yeah, Capricorn energy, if you have a Capricorn in your life, sun, moon, or rising, friend, family member, whoever the case may be, maybe it's a mentor, co-worker, but they can provide some grounding for you. They can provide some legitimacy and, you know, even maybe some inspiration to just keep trucking forward and keep moving and keep going. They're very money oriented and in a good, healthy way, so they can help you understand all of these financial opportunities a little bit better, I think. So when it comes to decision making, a Capricorn might be a good person to kind of lean on and listen to, especially if you trust them and you know them pretty well. So Pisces, that is what I have for you guys. It looks like the shift is overall like very positive. You're just being called to pay more attention and just be grounded. You're coming from a really beautiful place. I think you've worked very hard to get to this spot. So, you know, don't forget that. Really honor that. Work with some sodalite. This will be a great crystal for you to either wear or have on you, especially with regards to like all this decision making and being very clear with your intentions and the people that you're working with. But other than that, I hope this reaches you guys well. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you could please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. That really does help my channel grow, and it helps me get these messages to like whoever they have to get to. But yeah, I just appreciate you guys so much. I'm sending you a lot of love. Thank you, and I will catch you in the next video.